What's up, people? Finally, it's time to welcome you to another episode of the David Dash Podcast. Hosted by, of course, yours truly, David Dash. Well, we are already on the second month of the year, but we still have Chinese New Year, so it's not yet too late to greet you guys a Happy New Year. May we all have a dashing 2021 ahead. And because it's gonna be Year of the Ox this year, I gotta say I have high hopes that this year will be Ox na Ox. Yeah, that's what we say in Filipino, right? Anyway, for this episode of the David Dash Podcast, we are going to hit a bit of nostalgia and present you with David Dash's Family Computer Awards. Yep, you heard it right, the Family Computer Awards. We're going to be awarding the best games on cartridges on this console I used to play as a kid. If the Sony PlayStation 5 is the hype these days, we 90s kids had the Nintendo Family Computer, which, depending on which side of the world you're on, could also be called the NES or the Nintendo Entertainment System. I remember back in the day whenever me and my mom went to downtown Colon, either at Quezano Metro or Gazini Plaza, when she would buy groceries and whatever, I would get a chance to go to the video game section where they also had a family computer rental, and I'd play there for about 30 minutes to an hour. And then we also had converted family computer arcade machines around the neighborhood where you could just drop 1 peso to its slot and get a few minutes of play. Sometimes I'd even sneak out of her home while my mom was having her afternoon nap. I also remember her getting angry when she caught me in the act a few times. But most of the time, I'm actually a good boy, believe me or not. So imagine my joy when I finally got my own unit one summer. So I have lots of fun memories with the family computer. I've played with other consoles since, but actually it's the only game console I've ever owned to date. Although I've owned countless replacement joysticks. Don't tell us so. With that said, let me now give you David Dash's Family Computer Awards, where I give you a rundown of the best games I've played on the Nintendo Family Computer. This episode is brought to you by Sleepyhead Clothing, quality shirts, affordable prices. Angry Winks, winner winner chicken dinner at Angry Winks. Mara's Cakery, homemade cakes made with love. And your needs and protection pal. Get a plan against life's risks. Don't worry, be protected. Before I start, I'd like to give a special mention to Duck Hunt. This game was available via a multi-game cartridge loaded on the neighborhood arcade machine. So me and my childhood playmates really tried to give this a shot and learn how to play the game, but we just couldn't figure it out. It was only much later when I found out that you actually need a gun, which they call a zapper, to make it work. So much for the wasted coins. And there's also Master Fighter, a bootleg version of the very popular Street Fighter game, which was actually pretty limited and not as good as the real one. But when you only have a family computer to play with, you will have to settle for it. Yeah. Alright, now that that's out of the way, it's time to get it on with David Dash's Family Computer Awards. Here's how it works. There's a category, there are nominees, and there's a winner. Simple, right? Let's start off with Best Game I Vaguely Remember Playing. We have 3 contenders for this category. The nominees are Adventure Island. The game is about a young man, no, he's not a plumber, who goes on a quest to rescue a princess, but she is not named Peach. Second nominee, Bucky O'Hare, the green rabbit who needs to go to different planets to rescue his crew, but I can mostly recall the TV series more than I remember the game version. Double Dragon, one of Kenneth Mayo's favorite computer games, and he even says his favorite boss to fight is a guy named Adobo. Well, I don't know about you guys, but if you say Adobo, Double Dragon doesn't come to mind. I think of food. Yeah. makes me hungry already. Anyway, back to the topic. Honestly, looking at its screen caps, I know I've played the game, but even after reading its summary on Wikipedia, I really can't recall anything more. So, the winner is Adventure Island. Again, best family computer game I vaguely remember playing. Adventure Island. Well, while I vaguely remember playing the game, what I can clearly recall is this. For the 1 peso video game machines, what's usually loaded is a multi-game cartridge, like a 16 in 1, 32 in 1, whatever in 1, right? Where you would select your game from the alphabetical list. And since Adventure Island is almost always first on that list, pressing the start button by mistake would usually end up with us playing this game. So it's, I guess, a factor why it won. Anyway, congratulations, Adventure Island. Next category. Best game for a toddler. Best game for a toddler. We only have one nominee, so it's also the winner. And it's Pinball. Yeah, Pinball! So the toddler wants to play, and he really doesn't know how to play except for randomly pressing the buttons on the joystick. He also doesn't like going game over pretty quickly. So, what do you let him play? Pinball. Way to go, kid. That should keep him busy for a while. Meanwhile, the bigger kids who want to play, quote, real games, unquote, would keep praying that the toddler would finally get enough. Cebuano word, mapulaan. So the toddler would finally stop and they could get their turn in playing. Next category. Best racing game. Presented by Sleepyhead Clothing. Keeping the Sleepyhead wide awake are our racers, aka the nominees. First nominee, Excite Bike. You ride your motorcycle and you drive it on the race course, but make sure you don't end up overheating your ride. And then, next nominee, Road Fighter. Way before Lightning McQueen was a thing, there was already a red race car dominating the tracks, and it's the red car from this game. You need to maneuver your car to get to the finish line, while also trying to not run out of fuel. You can even pick up fuel refills and gas up on the go when you come in contact with a multicolored red car. Who needs a gas station? So the winner for the best racing game is Road Fighter. Yeah, Road Fighter. It's such a thrill to race while waiting for Superman to fly in the left part of the screen when you have done a really good job on that level. That's the ultimate goal. Speaking of really good job, our friends at Sleepyhead Clothing also do a really good job at what they do. Customized shirts for just one or for many. Graphic designs, printing, and more. They have the expertise and experience to translate your vision into reality. Sleepyhead Clothing is dedicated to customer choice. So visit them on Facebook or drop a message for queries and quotation requests. And we're still giving away shirts from Sleepyhead Clothing, so stick around until the end of the episode to find out how you can win this giveaway. Next category. Game with the best blast. Presented by Angry Wings. Get your winner chicken dinner from Angry Wings. The nominees are Battle City. You got a tank. You defend your Phoenix base, and you destroy the other tanks. Simple premise, not that easy to execute. Sending a shout out to Mark Owano and Dr. Alex Ilanan. They also enjoyed playing this game. Okay, next nominee, Bomberman. You are a bomber. Plant the bomb to blast off the enemy, but make sure you don't get blasted too. Bomberman. I don't think this game is allowed at airports or any facility right now, right? Anyway, yeah. Gradius is our next nominee. Gradius. What I remember most in this game was getting power-ups, but you shouldn't use them immediately. Collecting enough would then let you choose a shield that we kids dubbed as Bungot, which protects your ship for a number of hits. This game also features the Konami code, which gives you the shield when you enter it with the game paused. Well, more on the Konami code later. But the winner for the game with the best blast is Battle City! Yeah, Battle City. It's actually a pretty close fight, but I'm choosing the game which I played most. It's also the best two-player experience among the nominees. You play cooperatively, because if you don't, your co-player can just shoot you to freeze you, and he can destroy your base to sabotage your game. And if Battle City is the game with the best blast, also giving you a great blast is Angry Wings. Get unlimited chicken wings, unlimited rice, plus fries and 7 sauces to choose from for only 199 pesos. Open for dine-in from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Angry Wings is located at Pentel Building, Andres Avellana Street, Guadalupe, Cebu City. Their Angry Bucket is also available for delivery, so order now via GrabFood or check out their Facebook page, fb.com/angrywingscebu. Next category, Best Video Game Adaptation. Games with titles originally from a movie, TV, or comic book. The nominees are Disney's The Little Mermaid. Based on the 1989 Disney animated film, the player controls Ariel on a mission to defeat, not Dirty Clothes, that's a different Ariel, right? And also not the singer, but the Sea Witch Ursula. Shout out to Marius Olarte for letting me borrow a cartridge of this, which I didn't really return promptly. Like, I was gonna borrow it for a week or two. I returned it next year. Yeah, Marius Olarte, wherever you are right now, man, you are the man. And yeah, I can't add you on Facebook. I can't find you on Facebook, so maybe he's oh, anyway, enough. Popeye! I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. The game premise: you are a sailor on a ship. You need to get the spinach, rescue Olive, defeat Brutus. Enjoy! Next nominee, CHOUJIN SENTAI JETMAN. That's how they say it in Japanese. Yes, CHOUJIN SENTAI JETMAN. Based on the 1991 Japanese Super Sentai series, you know, where the Power Rangers are adapted from? Yeah. Choose a Jetman to clear the stage and control their mecha to defeat the giant monster. Winner! Best Video Game Adaptation! Of course, CHOUJIN SENTAI JETMAN! Being a Power Rangers fan, and now a Sentai fan as well, this is the ultimate game. Do you ever know how it feels to control a giant robot? This game lets you. It's just a treat, and I kind of wish other Sentai series also had a video game adaptation. Shout out to Michael Galang, Mike G. Yes, he loves Jetman so much. I wonder if he was also able to play this game when he was a little bit younger. Yes, Jetman. He loves the series so much that he named his kid Jet. So shout out to Mike G and Jet. Next category, Best Sports Game. The nominees are Double Dribble. Double Dribble. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Basketball complete with a star-spangled banner. Only a few teams to choose from, but it gives you an NBA feel. Customizable quarter duration if you want a quick or long game. Dunk highlights or lowlights if you missed it. A moving halo that should be close to the basket to make a free throw. I've even mastered how to beat the level 3 opponent consistently with a sure steal and the sure 3-pointer in the upper corner moves. Yep. Next nominee, Super Spike V-Ball. A very challenging volleyball game, but I've managed to expertly beat the opponents on earlier levels, but still got a difficult time defeating those on the final stages. So this consumed me while I was trying to win. This game also taught me the basic rules of the game, and so in school, from elementary, high school, and college, you won't see me playing volleyball, but refereeing the games during intrams and PE classes. Yes, I'm the official, the volleyball official. Next nominee, Ice Hockey Challenge. Well, another fun game I've played hours and hours of. This game taught me that hockey only had 3 periods and made me know what a Zamboni is way before it got featured in Plants vs. Zombies. Next nominee, Nekketsu High School Dodgeball Club Soccer Story. Well, the characters of this game are basically the same as the Ice Hockey Challenge, so just the same people playing a different game. This one is very fun too, though it never piqued my interest in association football in real life. And the winner for Best Sports Game! I wish to give all of these games a win. The enjoyment, the challenge, the hours spent playing these 4 were unprecedented. But guess what? Since I'm the one giving out the awards, yes, all of them win. It's a 4-way tie. Yeah! So just to recap, Best Sports Game, Basketball, Double Dribble. Best Sports Game, Volleyball, Super Spike V-Ball. Best Sports Game, Hockey, Ice Hockey Challenge. And Best Sports Game, Association Football, Nekketsu High School Dodgeball Club Soccer Story. Although, could I give this game a yellow card for such a long name? Anyway. Next award. Best Shoot 'em Upwards Game. Best Shoot 'em Upwards Game. Nominees. Galaga. Just 2 things about this game. Starship, giant mosquitoes, let's go. Yeah, Galaga. Next nominee. Twin B. Twin B. 2 quote bees, unquote, that become more powerful when they hold hands. It's like the Julio and Julia of the family computer. The twins of destiny. Anyway, we kids used to tag this as an old school style game for reasons I could no longer figure out now that I'm old. And we even sing along the words after the start button is pressed, although the syllables don't actually fit. Anyway, winner! Twin B! Congratulations, Twin B, for being the best shoot 'em upwards game. It's more challenging than the other nominee, and you can play with a friend, although it does make you question why there are bells in the clouds, which just look like triangles, by the way, and why they call it B when it's not a B but a spacecraft. Next category, Best Strategy Game, presented by Maris Cakery. The nominees are Tetris. Admittedly, I didn't play this game much. You know, 90s kids also had the Magic Spring, and of course, the Brick Game, which is very much like Tetris. So when you play the family computer, you will want to play some other games. Yes. Next nominee, ARKANOID. You got a paddle and a ball to remove all those blocks, but it's not as easy as it seems. You need quick movements, anticipation of where the ball falls, and you even need to observe the angle so you could make the ball hit your target. This game needs strategy and skill rather than just mindlessly moving and shooting around. But the winner for the best strategy game, Tetris! Yeah, the brick game may have been there, but I would very much say that this is a very colorful upgrade, and the background music is epic, and arranging the pieces, waiting for that line shape, and finally getting it to remove 4 rows brings great joy. Speaking of bringing great joy, bring great joy to your friends, family, and loved ones with a personalized cake from Maris Cakery. Perfect for any occasion. Taste their delicious money cake and chocolate drip cake, or avail of their dessert buffet and birthday cake packages. Visit them on Facebook now at fb.com/Maris Cakery Cebu. 2 more awards to go, and next up, we have the award for Best Action Game. The nominees are Pac-Man. A very simple game actually. Eat the dots, avoid the ghosts. Eat the big blinking dots and you have a chance to eat the ghosts as well. This game makes me hungry. Sad thing is, after perhaps 3 to 4 levels, it gets really difficult and I haven't seen this game to the end. Next nominee, Ice Climber. Oh, this game is fun. Break the ice, go up the mountain, hit the enemies when necessary, and reach the peak. Repeat. If I remember correctly, the game gets challenging in two-player mode wherein you have to catch up with the other player or risk losing a life. Next nominee, Circus Charlie. If you want to join the circus but fear doing the stunts, then this game is for you. Jump through rings of fire, walk on the rope high in the air while avoiding monkeys, and more. Winner! I like all three, but I'm going with a game which gave me a little extra fun thing to do. And it's Circus Charlie! Yeah, what's that little extra thing? Jumping back and forth the flaming pot until a bean comes out. And finally, we present David Dash's Family Computer Award for Best Adventure Game. Who got a nod? Here are the nominees. Contra. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Optional select for a two-player game. Start. Oh, the Konami code actually started with Gradius, but it was Contra that made it popular. If entered successfully, you will get 30 lives to make you finish the game. Back then, we didn't even call it Contra. We call it Rambo. Thanks to that Sylvester Stallone movie series that was also popular during that time. I've probably played this game one too many times, such that at one point, I no longer needed the 30 lives to finish it. Just the default 3 lives would do. Yeah! Next nominee, Super Mario Brothers. The flagship game of the console, I should say. If Contra gives you the option to have 30 lives by the Konami code, this game lets you have plenty more by getting plenty of 1-ups via the turtle at the stairs on World 3-1. There were also fireworks if you reached the goal pole with 1, 3, or 6 as the last digit of the timer. If I were to mention everything that comes to mind with this game, it would probably become an episode by itself. Playing this game, you would understand why Super Mario has really become the icon of the family computer and its maker, Nintendo. Next nominee, Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Aha, gotcha! Not too many people know about this game. Well, you control an almost bobblehead version of Jackie Chan. I enjoy this game a lot, and I played it often. While other games are too mainstream, I kinda get an exclusive feel playing a game that not everybody knows about. The bonus stages are fun too. Kicking frogs give you power-ups, and you battle a lot of enemies, including a tiger. I feel like playing this game now would actually require a disclaimer that would say, no actual animals were hurt in making or playing this game. So at this point, let me also issue a PSA to say, please, no to violence and cruelty against animals. Winner! I wish I could make it another time for these three, but I have to award the best adventure game to Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Yeah, playing it really feels like an adventure, and the gameplay is superb. But I'm also giving out a People's Choice Award. Yeah! People's Choice Award presented by Your Needs and Protection Pal. And the People's Choice Award goes to drum roll, Contra. Yeah, congratulations, Contra. I actually posted on Facebook asking everyone what their favorite family computer game is, and the consensus happens to be this game. Because yes, there's nothing like feeling like the action hero that ultimately defeats the big bad alien in the end. Shout out to my cousin-in-law, Benedict Ian Almeda, and to my cousins Manong Mike and Ading Suizo for the inputs. Congrats to Contra, our People's Choice awardee in the David Dash Family Computer Awards. You know what would be a great People's Choice too? Getting you and your family protected against life's risks. And you can already easily do that with Your Needs and Protection Pal. Get an AAA Film Life plan at the comfort and safety of your own home. For your life protection and financial planning needs, your Needs and Protection Pal is the pal you can trust and depend on. Send them a message on Facebook now to get started. So, that's about it, guys. I hope I was able to at least mention one of your favorite family computer games. If not, do let me know what family computer games I missed so you can show those games some love. Thank you for joining me as I handed out David Dash's Family Computer Awards. To recap, Best Game I Vaguely Remember, Adventure Island, Best Game for a Toddler, Pinball, Best Racing Game, Road Fighter, Game with the Best Blast, Battle City, Best Video Game Adaptation, CHOUJIN Sentai JETMAN. I still like to read it as CHOUJIN Sentai JETMAN. Best Sports Games, we have Double Dribble for basketball, Super Spike V-Ball for volleyball, Ice Ice Hockey Challenge for hockey, and NEKKETSU High School Dodgeball Club Soccer Story for association football. Best Shoot 'em Upwards Game, Twin B. Best Strategy Game, Tetris. Best Action Game, Circus Charlie. Best Adventure Game, Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. And People's Choice Award, CONTRA. Congratulations to the winning games. Let's give them a hand. Woohoo! Thank you for being a part of my awesome childhood. Yeah, those were the games. Those were the games. I also want to say thank you to Mara's Cakery, Angry Wings, Your Needs and Protection Pal, and Sleepyhead Clothing for making this episode possible. Speaking of Sleepyhead Clothing, you could win one of our 5 t-shirt giveaways. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/prize to fill out the form. Again, that's bit.ly/prize. Submit your entries on or before February 28th, and we will then raffle it off to the lucky giveaway winners. Once again, my name is David Dash, and for your comments and suggestions, or if you'd like to become a show sponsor, just search for my name on Facebook and send me a message. I'm also on Twitter. Just search for @DJDavidDash and give it a follow. Thank you for listening or watching, and see you next time for another episode of the David Dash Podcast. Until then, ho-we-ho, got to go! Yeah!